Hey everyone! You keen-eyed observers may notice that this is not the Lexus ES's interior. That's because we made a little mistake when recording the ES's sound system test. When we get cars from the press fleets, we typically get what's called a Monroney, or what you may know as a window sticker. They look like this, they tell us everything about the car. We test a lot of vehicles, so these are helpful in letting us know what features a car has on it. Now, the one we received with the ES that we tested told us it had the 17-speaker Mark Levinson audio system. Yeah, I've tested that system before. I should have known that it didn't say Mark Levinson on it. It didn't have the speakers right here on the doors that the Mark Levinson 17-speaker system would have. But it was a busy week. I was going through the paces, and I'm like, all right, well, the sheet says this is the Mark Levinson, so maybe with the redesigned touchscreen and everything, they kind of debranded the Mark Levinson system. But I was incorrect. And that was only the 10-speaker system that we tested. I didn't want to throw the video away, but that car is long, long gone. So this is letting you all know this is not the Mark Levinson system, as I say in the video. It's the 10-speaker system, and my evaluation of the audio system still stands. It does have the upgraded navigation screen, so you'll see that in the video. But if you do want to see the Mark Levinson system reviewed, we reviewed one in the 2021 Lexus ES. I'll put that link in the description. Other than that, enjoy the video for the 10-speaker system in the Lexus ES. Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we've got the sound system demo of the 2022 Lexus ES and its 17-speaker Mark Levinson audio system. This is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to take a look at how the infotainment system works, take a look at audio adjustments, controls, speaker locations, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. Then we're going to head out on the road and listen to these sample tracks while we're rolling, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. If you don't care about any of that stuff at the beginning, you just want to hear the music, click ahead in the video. We've got chapters to get you right to the tunes. And if you're tired of hearing the same songs week in and week out, sign up to become a Daily Motor member. We shot a members-only sound system review for this car with custom tracks requested by members, so if you want to see that and support the channel, check the link in the description. Before we get started, let's hop out and take a look at it. So we have reviewed the ES sound system before, so I wasn't going to do this video, but then I realized this one has the new touchscreen system, and people might want to see that. So here it is. This is an ES300H. I mean, it's rocking the hybrid powertrain. This is the ES I would get. It's so comfortable, so quiet, although this one is equipped with the F-Sport handling package, which I would not get because I don't see why someone who's driving an ES would want sportiness. I would just want the maximum comfort. But anyway, if you do want to see more on this ES, check the links in the description. Now, we always do these tests with lossless, uncompressed WAV files on a USB stick plugged directly into the system, and high-quality Roland binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic audio system demo on YouTube. We also do the test with the sound settings set to their factory default, so let's take a look at those now. As I said, brand new touchscreen infotainment system here for Lexus. Now, this isn't the newest one that it comes in the new NX, but it's still pretty good. It's kind of a retrofit, if you will, from the previous trackpad only system, so you still can control it with the trackpad, but you can also reach up and touch it. So you can see here, going through various settings. You could even go to map, move it around like that. It's a little bit of lag apparently, it's because it's still, you notice some of these redundancies, like for example, I can't, that I know of, go back to the home menu from here on the map without reaching down and touching menu and then tapping audio. But anyway, let's go down to sound. Treble, mid-range, and bass adjustments. Let's go through those. After that, you've got front, rear, left, right, fader, and balance. Is there a way to get that, I guess? Then you have an automatic sound levelizer, so as you get going faster and road noise and everything builds up, the music will adjust to compensate for that. And then a surround mode. So once this song gets going, I'll toggle that on and off so you can see what it sounds like. For audio controls, you've got a nice volume knob here. No clicks. Lexus and Toyota don't do clicks with their volume knobs, and a lot of adjustments as well. You also have volume on the left side of the steering wheel. For track selection, you can rotate this outer knob here, which is kind of a neat way to do it, or you can press these buttons, or you can use the steering wheel controls on the right side of the wheel. For audio inputs in the ES, you have your standard AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio, 2 USB-A ports, Bluetooth, wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a disc player, surprisingly, one of the last cars on the market with that, and a 3.5mm auxiliary input jack. So what does that mean you're missing? Well, there's no wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and there's no USB Type-C ports, at least for data, up here. So not the end of the world, and it is cool for audiophiles to be able to still use discs and 3.5mm in case you've got an iPod that you like having high-quality music on, or CDs. So good for hi-fi music, but it would be nice to see wireless CarPlay and Android Auto with a newer system like this. All right, let's toggle that surround on and off. It doesn't make a huge dramatic difference with it on or off. I have noticed the songs sound a little bit more true to recording with surround off, but not a huge deal either way. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto demos. Let's start out with Android Auto. Now you see, even though there are 2 data ports up here, since I connected Android Auto, it did stop my USB music. We'll see if we can go back, but I'm pretty sure you can only get a data connection, if you will, from one device. But we can see Android Auto coming up, and it looks like this is the widescreen version of Android Auto. So that means if we go over to YouTube Music, you got your maps coming up on the side, which is nice. We go home, you still got maps on the side. There's your home screen. Resolution's pretty good. Let's go down to settings and back to home. All right, let's go to Apple CarPlay. There we go, nice wide and large version of Apple CarPlay. Here's your home screen, your maps and your Apple Music. There's Google Maps brought all the way up. See nice refresh rate and good resolution as well. There's Apple Podcasts, dialer screen, and let's go to settings. And there's settings. Now let me try bringing up our USB music while CarPlay is connected. Yeah, see, it only shows my iPhone as USB connection, so that means you wouldn't be able to have something like CarPlay Maps going while you're also using USB for your media. Anyway, let's get this unplugged, everything put away, and get out on the road. does well. It's got a lot of really powerful low end and kind of actually mid and high end bass as well. A lot of good punches, a lot of good kicks. I'm not super thrilled by the top end crispness, and there's a little bit in the middle high range that just, it gets messy. I've been listening to a lot of other music. Melissa and I were listening to some Tool from Fear Inoculum, their new album, last night, and when you turn up the music and listen to it louder on the more complex songs, it just doesn't come through super clean, and I don't really know why. I don't know if it's personal preference or if it's the system itself, but we do have a members only sound system test. If you want to hear more songs, let me know what you think. For this next song, we'll turn the bass all the way up, see how it sounds. I'm also going to turn surround off. Definitely satisfied with that. No shortage from that aspect. My thoughts on the Mark Levinson system here in the Lexus ES. We've already tested this one before, but I wanted to kind of reevaluate and make sure my thoughts were about the same, and they are. I went back and checked out my previous video, but after listening to this somewhat, and same sentiments. It's on paper really darn good. There's a lot of speakers, a lot of power, and I like the tightness of everything, but there's something about the mid-highs, kind of just the more complex music that I don't like the sound of it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a personal preference thing, but the complex music is not getting expanded enough and doesn't sound rich and full enough. So for me, it's getting a B. I'm sure a lot of you would give it B+, maybe even A-. I just can't do more than that. It's sticking there at a B for me. I'm trying to be a little bit more harsh and a little bit more critical of systems here in 2022 so that the really good ones do get to see the light of day. So thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more on this ES Hybrid or the previous 250 we tested, check the links in the description, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.